So definitely don't blame him. Definitely don't blame the dog. Ugh, not off yet, but ugh. It's in a mood, so fuck it. This here, fuck it. Bucket, bucket, in a bucket. Got a bucket, in a bucket. Man, oh man. Man, work today, boy. Shoot. That much I know, that much I know. Blah, 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 blah. Here. What's up, Zooks? What are you hiding over there for? I have the door open and the laundry room door open, and he's in the kitchen just staring at me. He's such a goofball. Look at you. It's just a fucking goof, dude. Goofy ass dog. Dog is a goofy bit. I tell you what. Silly little thing. Oh fuck. That's right. This thing's dying. Come on. Oh. Hell yeah. Shit. Out of way to keep it flame. God damn it. That's great. That's great. Oh, that's annoying. Ay, ay. Bogo. You gonna come in here? Big goofy ass little thing. I know I can get him in here with. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh my god. But it's an oven in there. I don't want to be in there though, Dad. Fuck you, Dad. I ain't going in there. Oh, no, you got closer. Come here, bud. Come on. Take the damn thing. Come on. Oh my god. He's such a goof. Cutest little face. He's got this like curious little string bead look. He's just like, oh, come on, go get it. Get it. Well, there you go. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. What's up, buddy? Hi. How do you do? Look at you. Look at that little face. That little face of yours. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't give a fuck. You just want the treat. You just want the treat. Smushy face. Smooshy ass little face. Look at you. Oh my god. He's just like, come on, Dad. Oh, there you go. Every time. Always has to knock shit around. God, what a goof. The dog is so ridiculous, dude. So ridiculous. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling a little bit of a mood, though. But, listening to a little Demon Mama and her, kind of delving into a little, kind of a red alarm fire kind of thing about, Biden and his health and shit, and kind of talking a little bit about the whole Parkinson shit that, is going on with him. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah. I'm just like, yeah. This is, like, obviously, something that needs to be, like, the consensus now for a while. Just, like, step down. This is a problem. This is getting worse. And like, at least, when I was listening to her, she was reacting to the press secretary lady, like, have like a 50-minute, like an hour or something long, like press conference with some of these, journalists, and just bobbing, weaving, dodging, speaking fluent Japanese in a way that is just insane, and just not answering anything. And it's just so absurd, bro. The amount of like Trump like delusion that the Biden administration, his campaign, and himself is having with this shit is straight up fucking wild. Like, he's gone down to the point of senility to where it's just like he's literally like acting like Trump with this shit. And it's like, it's seriously something that needs to just fucking be addressed, in a way where it like, it's forced. Like, it has to be forced. Because Biden ain't gonna do it. His administration ain't gonna do it. His fucking psychotic wife, freaking out, yelling at everyone, and like going on, aggressive, tirades, and insulting people and shit. Because that's what I've heard too. Like, people have tried to see if they could convince her, and she will literally like start going after them, and be like, "Shut up! No, he's just fine. You fucking idiot! How dare you!" Like, straight up going aggressive on people now. And it's just like, oh my god, bro. Like, I mean, at this point, it's just undeniable that the fucking egotistical delusion is just, like, up the fucking charts of this shit, dude. It's like straight up getting to, like, some dead ass, like, Trump like style level of delusion. Like, straight up. Honestly, it's not even getting there. It is, honestly. Like, I'd say it just straight up is. It's like, for them to deny reality and basically just, say, oh, well, you're saying that, like, people are having concerns and, people are raising, worries, and more people want me to step down. Well, nah, nuh-uh. People I hear from, some people say it's actually, I'm doing great. Like, that's literally Trump shit. It's like, how in the fuck does any Democrat who's still like somewhat like looking at Biden as like, oh, like how are they gonna be able to look at that and be like, well, he ain't like Trump in some way, shape, or form? Because I fucking have said that too. I'm like, yeah, this guy is kind of like Trump in some cases. He ain't really that much different. And now like come to full circle, he is actually like overtly acting like him. And even some people have fucking mentioned that. Like, even some Dem staffers have, and like some, people who are Dem loyalist types, have noticed that and mentioned it before. Like, it's a it's a growing thing that, people have an issue with. It's like, you're supposed to be the guy that doesn't act like Trump, and now you're starting to act like him. You're like, nah, no, I'm fine. Fuck you. It's like, no, you're not. You literally are in like an overt mental decline that is, that it is inexcusable and unignorable. Just straight up. I don't get how, like, there are people that are still just like, yeah, he's good. He's fine. Because he ain't. He ain't at all. Oh, come on. Please. Okay, fuck this. I'm finding another lighter. I know there's somewhere around here a lighter. I think my dad has. Hey. What the? Jesus. What random bullshit's fucking collecting in here? Where did he get all these screws? I can see why he keeps talking about screws. Like, why in the fuck does he have so many of them? Holy shit. It's like one of literally every, like, screw notes in the human race. Like, when it comes to measurements. Like, oh my god. Why is it... Dude, that... Okay, whatever. I don't know. Dude, okay. I don't understand why he has so fucking many. But okay, then. It's called a screw bucket. Just get a bucket and just dump a bunch of screws in there. I don't know. Fuck it. You were just working, now you don't want to. Oh, it's because you're a weird-ass square fucking bunk bitch. Oh, that's why. Hey! Hey! What did you get into? Yes, dog. Oh, shit. Looks like the Paul would be streaming. Well, shit. Why not say what's up? What's Paul going on to?
His community is clearly roundly going, oh, this guy's fucking bone, right? And it's like, whatever, like, that's cool. But I wish that people would just be like, that was a pretty cool combo, honestly. Like, all things considered, that was pretty good conversation. Like, I wish that's what they took away from it. That's what I took away from it, but...
Yeah, like, you've liked Destiny for a long time. We'll talk to him.
Liked is a tough word, but yeah, I mean, I guess that would be true. I've been a fan of this for a long time.
Let's talk about this whole convo of Destiny.
I haven't watched him as much in recent years.
Honestly, I want to see. Did Destiny actually upload that yet? Because I'm waiting until it's on YouTube. Oh, here it is. It's a 5-hour long thing. Leftists use TikTok gotcha. Wait, what? To debate Destiny and it backfires badly. Oh my fucking god. What? TikTok gotcha? Like, fucking Paul is spending any time on a goddamn fucking TikTok. Negative of God complex leases his basement virtually. Let's get, oh my god, dude. The fucking liberals in here, dude. Old quizzing them tag is going back. This is a Phil from Grace. Dude, these comments are hilarious. Dude, the comments in there are wild, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god.
For me, and understanding his perspective, not bringing, but understanding, for me, were him comparing Joe Biden switch out right now into like a monetary investment. The risk-reward ratio or whatever he brought up, right? The idea that, like, this might pay off bigger, but it also might fail bigger. And that calculation that you do in your brain is kind of what's keeping him with trepidation about replacing Joe Biden in this late state.
Hey, what are you doing?
But I understand.
What's he getting into?
having
Get over here.
given
What are
that
you getting
ability, right? And then the same thing went with Israel, right? The fact that he didn't immediately shout me down when I posited a one-state solution and actually spent a good hour with me talking about the ins and outs of a one-state solution was really refreshing to me. Because typically when I talk to people who I've labeled Zionist in the past, they do not want to talk about a one-state solution.
What are you doing?
Ever. He seemed to agree in principle that a one-state solution would be ideal, but that, there's a lot. And look, listening to him go through his kind of run through of the history of the conflict, as one-sided as it probably is, gave me a better understanding of the complexities that I'm talking about, right? And that was good. That was all good.
I think my concern with Biden is it's not even a matter of electability. It's just like, do you want a man that stops functioning after 4 p.m. running the country?
Right. I got the genuineness to, at least when he would say, you would say anything about your personal life, just that, sure, like trying to shuffle you on to the next point. Well, you understand that Destiny is a debater, right? And in debate, when you're talking about formal debate especially, which that wasn't yesterday, but I think that Destiny holds himself to formal debate tactics quite often when he talks, right? In formal debate, a personal anecdote is basically just a speed bump. He can't gainsay what I say about my family, but I also can't prove that what I'm saying is true, right? It's just...
That's one thing I don't really like about Destiny. Don't watch him, really. It's because he's literally a terminally online debate bro guy. Like, constantly. It's like, debate bro, blah, blah, blah. Debate tactics. Must, make sure I can catch him on this fallacy, this and that, blah, blah. It's like, can we just have a conversation? You know what I mean? It's like, I think that's just way more productive, honestly, more so than trying to, like, look at it as everything as, like, some debate bro thing, but that's just literally the mentality of Destiny. I think he's just, like, literally, like, tis brained it that way. Like, come on. These short formats are so annoying.
Super useful. I use them quite a bit conversationally, right? I think everybody does. Personal anecdotes, personal analogies, right? But when you're talking about a hard debate, they're not really all that useful. So I understand why he would be dismissive of that.
I mean, that means just not your friend either.
Right. He never was. Never probably will be. It's like,
I just kind of wish that at least, there was sense a little bit more of a validation of, like, an anecdote, because I do think, anecdotes and live experience do kind of at least add more for perspective to a point. It doesn't, it shouldn't be something that is, like, the ultimate, like, defense necessarily, I guess, but it should be at least, kind of, like, being, like, if anything, like, in a forcer of a point, being like, like, hey, I believe X because, of things, because I believe in X, Y, and Z, and also because of lived experience A, B, and C and shit, So it's just like, I mean, like, I think, both, can really kind of play a role, especially, when both in tandem when it comes to a conversation or a debate or whatever. Because I don't think it should just be something that's just immediately ruled out, but at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, can't inherently, like, disprove that, or prove it either way, unless that anecdotal experience has, like, something physical, like a photo or a video or something, to actually, like, kind of back up the point.
Like, oh my god, you opponent on fucking Destiny. And look, dude, for a streamer, that is a big deal. Destiny's the biggest streamer in the space.
One of them,
but
at
for
least.
me, that shit was Thursday, bro. Or whatever day it was. It was a Sunday. Right? It was just a lazy Sunday afternoon. I didn't spend the day wringing my hands prior to Destiny coming in. I was literally yelling at people in his fucking chat when he pulled me in. He pulled me in. I had a 3-hour conversation with him. And then I went back in his chat for a little while and yelled at his chat a little hard. And I went on about my business. That was what I did that day. But for other people, it was like, fuck, monumental shit. It really wasn't monumental for me. It was a Sunday.
But have you ever thought about you falling from grace, my dude? Have At least, for what one of the comments on that video that was uploaded said. Holy shit, that's Paul Zigo? Wow, he's fallen from grace. It's like, dude, what the fuck? People just, look at a dude with, long hair and a big beard and think he must be, some disheveled, psycho man that would be off in the woods or some shit. It's like, what? It's like, I don't even understand where that even comes from, dude. It's like, I mean, because if anything, he's been doing better for himself than, when, I was first, delving into Paul and shit. So it's like, how in the fuck does that even make sense? But whatever. I mean, that's kind of the whole idea of looks can be perceiving, right? Someone could look like a big, bearded, disheveled old guy, but at the end of the day, maybe they're actually at their more healthier point, or, the most healthiest point in their life. Find shit like that so silly.
Or were you yelling at people before the debate? Destiny's this is one of the cool things that I discovered joining Destiny's Discord so that he could pull me in. Was he's got probably the most active voice chat of anybody that any Discord that I've ever visited, bar none. There is literally 24/7, 365, at least 20 people in there arguing.
Oh my god.
And so for me, that's like a dream, right? I just pop in there at any time and I can jump.
Oh man, that sounds like a nightmare for me. It's because maybe I want to go in one of those and just all right, let's chill. But then it's just 20 debate bros arguing with each other. Oh my god. That just sounds like a fucking nightmare for me. Maybe once in a blue moon I wouldn't mind it, but holy shit, that would be insane to me.
On a fucking debate, listen to people talk and take a stand and argue. So, yeah, I was arguing in his Discord in another chat, not in his stream chat. I was arguing in a voice chat in his Discord when he pulled me out of there into his private chat for the show. Crossover, and you asked a lot of good questions about coming off smug. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people said I came off smug. I think some of that is just that's podcaster shit, the smug kind of self-assuredness and
I definitely know I'll be reacting to it later tonight.
Kind of nature of my memes and stuff like that all kind of come from a sense of performance. I need to get on there. I love arguing. Oh, you'd love that shit, man. It's just fucking filled with people constantly. I was in there earlier today. I got muted 3 times. It was fun. It was good stuff. I saw Destiny's debate against Finkelstein there was a couple of times when I almost revoked it, but I thought that it would take us down a path of antagonism. His Finkelstein debate was a rout. The way that, on top of it, Norm Finkelstein never said his name correctly. He called him Mr. Borelli 4 times. But I thought that, bringing up that conversation would have been antagonistic in a way that may have created enmity that wasn't there, and we wouldn't have gotten to talk, right? But yeah, the Finkelstein, I've watched the Finkelstein conversation, and Norm Finkelstein fucking sauced on him. It's horrifying.
I mean, he is I'm pretty sure he's a professor or some shit, so it's of course he was gonna sauce on some internet debate bro dude.
The wrist grip. There you go.
Ooh.
Stern glass Hamburg chrono.
Nice.
Pretty wearable watch. And it's
looks like a fancy watch.
So I don't have to wind it. I think I'm going to be, going forward, being way less selective about getting quartz watches. When I first started getting into watches, I was in mechanical watches only, really. And now that I own 2 quartz watches, well, I own 1 quartz watch, 1 digital. I love them all. So
I'm kind of maybe not one to be a watch dude, but maybe I kind of want to have at least one. Just for some casual, wear or whatever. Because I mean, that would That should be kind of nice, because I do have a few things that I like to wear around wrist, but for work I usually can't. But like during the off days, or when I'm off work and shit, it'd be nice to have a little band of different things on my hand, on my arm, and all that. That'd be nice.
Probably gonna end
Have a
up
little
getting
bit of
that. Well,
drip.
you made me bring out my old Apple Watch I never used. Dope. To watch mine and his when you're dying of boredom. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you talked to Destiny all those years ago. How are you this evening, Paul? Hope all is well. Pretty good, man. It's not super like I feel like it's less muggy out here than it has been in past days.
Wish I could say it's safer where I live, because it's worse than yesterday.
Like last night, I was out here an hour after this, and it was still too sweltering to be out here. Tonight, it feels a little better.
Wish that was the case. Ducked my head in cold waters, and it barely helped. Well, it did for like 5 minutes.
Troll. What? Okay. Cool, buddy. Troll.
I hate these hexagonal fucking lighters, dude. Or at least the ones that have that hexagonal
I feel about boutique brands. I'm personally a mechanic guy, by the way. Artistry and engineering related. Yeah, well, that's all I got. This is a stern glass watch. This is a boutique, or what we call in the watch world, a micro brand. When are you moving out? I would imagine ASAP. Yeah, like I said before, we had a pretty good line on a house in the town we're trying to move to, but they tried to scam us. So we backed out of that deal, and we're now looking again.
Funny thing is, it's still listed. How many close the deal with someone else yet?
Oh yeah. They're literally willing to sit on it for another month to wait for a fish to come by who's willing to pay them triple rent.
Which is straight up illegal.
Do that than get a renter in there with great rental history and over a year's worth of rent in the bank. They'd rather do that. So, cool. I'm gonna make sure they get reported. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. We're gonna report them to Zillow in California. Very least. I don't know if there's a local municipality we could report them to.
And if there's no avenue to report, we'll send them a letter to whatever tenant they get in there.
You were talking about that, yeah. Once we see it go off the market, we mail a letter to that address saying, hey, were you charged triple rent? You may be entitled to compensation. According to California code, blah, 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 you cannot be charged more than 1 month's rent for your total deposit. If you were charged...
Dude, fuck with the landlords. Fuck them. Fuck the landlords. Hell yeah, dude.
You might
fuck those scamming pieces of shit.
And ask them why. But I doubt anybody would do that. Here's the thing. The way landlords have got the catbird seat right now because everybody's looking for a place. And they've got all the power. So they're willing to let that place set for another couple of months to not get a tenant like me that knows his rights in there. They want to be able to rape you and rake you over the coals.
Like, well, if they know this code, they might know.
Oh, they know too much.
They're gonna record everything so we can't write anything off the deposit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a renter that knows his renter rights. Let's get a fish in here so that we can rape them. It's not gonna happen with me, bud. Sorry.
I mean, that's essentially what landlords are expecting. Like, they don't want somebody that actually knows what the fuck their rights are, and when they realize, like, hey, there's something fishy about this and pull out, or at least start asking questions, and they usually go no contact, like, they don't know too much. Nah, fuck them.
For way too fucking long to get strapped over a barrel, bro.
Dude, I really hope that Paul does a lawsuit or some shit, because fuck this, dude. That is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. That would officially be like 5 times higher than any pet fee I've ever paid in my life.
$1,000, dude. What the fuck?
And it's just not gonna happen. It's illegal. Oh, I don't fuck around with them. Can you sue them? Probably not. I mean, like
we didn't get denied for a protected.
we got denied because they're breaking the law. I think there's a lawsuit there.
I just don't know if it'd be
That's the thing. It's like you can sue anybody for anything. We could file a lawsuit against this company. Whether it would be worth our time investment or money, probably not. every day I grow
I would
closer to
think there
understanding
is.
where Mao was coming from. I mean, like, dude, I've said it a million times. Mao was a fucking horrible, horrible, horrible dictator, but he had the right idea about fucking landlords, bro. A
Mao, when
broken
it came to
clock is right
landlords,
twice a day.
yeah, when it came to landlords, Mao was just right, just across the board. Fight me, like I don't care. He just was.
One of his times a day, he was right. Was on landlords, bro.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Maybe they shouldn't have been thrown in pits and shit. Maybe they could have dealt with it in a better way.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, I would probably not participate in throwing landlords into pits. But you know what? In that country, I bet it was a long time before a landlord had the balls to exploit somebody ever again. So, there's upsides to everything. Upsides to everything. You know that, like, one generation ago, people like you got thrown into fucking pits for exploiting the people that lived on your properties. You're gonna be a little hesitant to fucking overcharge.
And also, there were a lot of these different, like, judicial councils that were going on in different, like, municipalities and cities and shit. To these landlords, and some of them were granted, means to survive and live, and if anything, actually, were said to, be okay, like just because, of the treatment, of the people, underneath them that were their tenants and shit. I mean, not as much, but there are times and cases where this has happened, multiple times, because it wasn't just as simple as like just rounding everyone up and shooting them or something. I mean, it was all kind of like a mass, kind of like rapid judicial kind of like, it's authoritatively a judicial kind of, force, that went with it.
I don't know. I don't even know what they do now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the arrangement is now.
I imagine landlords are probably back in power again in China, knowing, China today, so,
We were so disheartened by the Chinese censorship of that free body.
Oh, it sucked.
Did it just ruin it for you the more you dwell on
Almost, because it was just like they were hitting it out of the fucking park.
They were following almost line by line of the book.
They were literally hitting it out of the park, but then they decided that they were going to completely gloss over Yao Wenxia's story. Completely gloss over the People's Revolution part of the book. Completely gloss over why Yao Wenxia would sell out the entire human race to a fucking alien invader. Like, all of that shit just gets, like, lost in the sauce because they don't want to show the brutality and negativity of the People's Revolution. All these fucking years later, they still cannot confront the brutality and negativity and environmental degradation of the People's Revolution, which is really the core of the book. The book is about the People's Revolution. So, fucking China sucks. That censorship shit sucks. Their inability to confront their past sucks.
And be honest with it, too.
It is disheartening.
I mean, to be fair, America's not always great at it either.
So we're just as guilty
Weren't you
about
a
it.
landlord in 06, Paul? Yeah, I was a landlord, not in 06, but I was a landlord from 2014 to 2018 when I sold. And I used a management company. So I basically did nothing but write checks for broken toilets or carpet replacements or window replacements or whatever. When she would break, I'd write a check for it. That was all I did. But yes, I was a landlord for 4 years. Will your mom or dad will you their house when they pass? Probably not. I would not expect the house to be willed to me.
It might not even be there. It might sell it.
Yeah, my parents may not stay there until they're retired, like until they die. But even assuming they do,
And there we go.
I don't think it gets willed to me. I definitely, if it was willed to me, I would make sure that nobody in my family needed it before I did anything with it. And if I sold it, that money would probably be largely distributed amongst my nieces and nephews. Because I think,
Man, I kind of hope that, that, there's at least when it comes to, the house I'm living in, that there's at least for a short period of time, will down for me. But I think all in all, I probably wouldn't necessarily stay here forever. At least for myself, just because I like the area, but I'd rather if I am going to be in this area, be somewhere a little different, a little maybe a different little chunk of the neighborhood.
That was what my parents would want. I do not want to live in Madeira. I do not want my parents' house. So
I'm actually should probably get back to work here pretty soon anyway. But I'll definitely listen to a little more pool, little pool, for the background. Because at least there's a little entertainment there. But and also, at least once we actually finally get off work, then we'll actually I want to check out some of that Policy with Destiny thing. So probably won't look at the whole thing, but maybe at least like a few different little chapters that are sectioned out throughout that video. Just kind of see what's all in there. Hey, you. Let's go good till like I don't know, fucking who knows, hour and a half, 2 hours. Who fucking knows if like all the bullshit I gotta do with work. Ugh. But anyway, let's peace out for now and